Good morning, students. I welcome you for the chemistry class. Today, in this particular video, I'll be discussing about the concept fuel. So, in there's different types of fuels as well as the harmful effects of burning fuel. So, first, let me discuss what is a fuel. A fuel are the substances which gives us heat. So, when we use for domestic and industrial purposes like wood, petrol, kerosene, diesel, etc. So, what will an ideal fuel or a good fuel look like? So, some of the characteristics of a good fuel, an ideal fuel. It should have a proper ignition temperature. Means the temperature should not be neither high nor too low. And it should not produce any undesirable or poisonous substances which results in pollution. It should not leave behind any ash. And it should be low in cost, like it should be cheap and it is readily available. And it should produce a large amount of heat. Means it should have a high calorific value and it should have a moderate rate of consumption. It should be easily controllable and easy to handle, easy to transport, and it should have a low moisture content so that it can burn so easily. So fuel efficiency. Fuel efficiency of a fuel it depends on its calorific value. So what do you mean by calorific value? It's the amount of heat which is produced by the complete combustion of 1 kg of a fuel. The unit which is used to measure the calorific value is kilojoule per kg. So these are the calorific value of different fuels, common fuels which we use. So common dung cake around 6,000 to 8,000. Wood it is 17,000 to 22,000. Coal it is 25,000 to 33,000. So petrol, kerosene, diesel. So all the three together it's 45,000. So each thing the calorific value is 45,000. Coming to methane, it is 50,000. CNG, it's again 50,000. LPG, so what we use every day, it is 55,000. And biogas, 35,000 to 40,000. Hydrogen, it is 1,50,000. Coming to uses of fuels. So different like common uses are gasoline. So gasoline it's used in cars, scooters, and other vehicles. Natural gas it's used in heating system, water heaters, dryers, and the stove tops which use in our homes. Oil and natural gases. So these are used for making several things that we use every day, like hydrocarbons used to make plastics, during in pharmaceutical industries. Coal, it's a primary fossil fuels which is used mainly for the thermal power plants to produce electricity. Coming to the types of fuels. So we have solid, liquid, and the gaseous fuels. Coming to liquid fuels, so it's a liquid in nature like petroleum, crude oil, diesel, kerosene, etc. Solid fuels is a firewood, charcoal, coke, dung cakes, the animal fat, straw, and other agriculture waste, paraffin wax, camphor, etc. Coming to gaseous fuels, so it's mainly it is LPG, so which are used for cooking, like cooking gas at home, and some other examples like CNG, which is obtained from the natural oil wells, natural gas, butane gas, and in villages, animal dung and the farm waste are used to produce a biogas. Water gas, acetylene. Acetylene is used as a gas produced by adding calcium carbide to water. So the smell is very unpleasant, but the flame which produces is so hot that is used to cut metal. So it is used in welding purposes. Coming to the difference between coal and charcoal. So coal is a combustible, it's a black or a dark brown rock consisting chiefly of carbonized plant matter which is formed mainly in the undergrounds. And this is formed via by biological and geological process. So it is formed by dead animals and plant matter. And the appearance depends on the type. Like we do have anthracite, lignite, peat. And it's a type of sedimentary rock. So mainly used for as a fuel. Coming to charcoal, it's a porous black solid consisting of an amorphous form of carbon which is obtained as a residue. So, when the wood or a bone or other organic matter which has been heated in the absence of air. So, it is formed by very slow pyrolysis of carbonaceous material. So, it appears to be a black solid matter. And the porous compound that is a residue obtained from burning wood, peat, etc. And it's used as a fuel for filtration purpose and for purification purpose. So it has many applications in industries also. So coming to harmful effects of burning fuel. So carbon fuels like wood, coal, petroleum, so they do release ash and a fine unbent particles so in the air, so which causes respiratory disorders. So these fine particles are referred to as suspended particulate matter, SPM. An incomplete combustion of fuels such as coal, gasoline, and other fossil fuels, so they do release carbon monoxide, so which is a very poisonous and can kill people who is sleeping in a room. So when we burn coal in a room, in a closed room, a people that people can die. So carbon monoxide combines with this hemoglobin in our blood, so, they do form a carboxyhemoglobin. Instead of oxyhemoglobin, carboxyhemoglobin will be formed, and that will be transported into the entire body, which renders it incapable of transporting oxygen, and this causes a breathing disorders, and eventually the people will die. So these fuels also release unburnt hydrocarbons, so many of which they do cause cancers, no carcinogenic, and causes major health hazards. So, carbon dioxide released by most fuels during combustion is causing an imbalance in the atmosphere. We know that increasing carbon dioxides will lead to global warming. Deforestation is also leading to a situation where the fewer trees can absorb carbon dioxide. So, both the things leading to global warming. So, burning of coal and diesel releases sulfur dioxide gas, which is also corrosive in nature, which causes irritation in the nose, throat, and airways. So, yeah, again, it's a respiratory thing. So, it also causes shortness of breath, wheezing, so feeling of tightness around the chest. So, petrol engines releases gaseous oxides of nitrogen. So, these sulfur and nitrogen oxides so dissolve in rainwater and they do form acid, so which results in acid rain. So this leads to global warming as well as acid rain. So coming to why do we not burn wood anymore? So wood is a very low cost fuel, easily available, but burning will release a lot of smoke which causes respiratory problems. Moreover, cutting off trees, so which leads to deforestation. Hence people do not prefer burning wood. So they do go for the alternate like using of coal as well as LPG. So, why should we use CNG as automobile fuels? So, CNG is a cleaner fuel and causes much less pollution than petrol and diesel. How to conserve fuels? So, collect all the materials required while cooking at one place before switching on the gas. So, check the pressure of the tires regularly. Choose walking over using cars or motorbikes for a short distance and use public transport for traveling instead of private vehicles. So, students, you can also list few points like how do you conserve fuels. Thank you. Have a nice day.